Hey guys, it is Jocey.hart here, and I am here to talk about my very first EP project titled Phases. In the beginning stages of the project, I did not know exactly the direction of the project, but I was creating songs, and for some songs I was like, okay, yeah, this song definitely needs to be on the project. It wasn't until later that I got revelation from God about the direction of the project and how he wanted each song to become cohesive. So the title of the project is Phases, and it is going to capture phases of a heartbreak, what that means, how you feel when you go through a heartbreak, the emotions that arise, and the phases that you go through. So once I figured out the direction of the project and how it was going to capture phases of a heartbreak, I immediately thought about my first heartbreak that I experienced when I was in high school going into college. And I thought that experience was where I was going to glean all of my emotion that I needed for the project. But God works in very weird ways, and sometimes you can't explain it. So let me tell y'all about this little story. During the process of creating the EP, there was this guy that I was getting to know, and we got along very well. We had mad chemistry, and it was just good getting to know this guy. But it seemed like God was telling me, no, don't talk to him, not right now, no. And I couldn't understand why, because there was nothing wrong with him. It was a pure, relationship. Why can't I get to know this person? So I would dismiss it like, okay, no, that's not what I want to do. I'm not trying to hear that. I don't understand why you're telling me why I can't get to know this person. And quite frankly, I don't want to know why. So I kept doing my thing. It wasn't until my church, we went on a 10-day fast. And this was the time where I was like, okay, I'm going to do this fast right, I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to complete it. So I completed it successfully. And in the middle of the fast, we had a prayer revival. When I tell y'all, this prayer revival changed my life. Like, that night, I completely surrendered to God. I was like, your will, not my will. Your way, God, not my way, God. You take over and do everything that you have to do to get me to the place that I know I'm supposed to be in my music career. So literally the next day after the fast, this guy calls me and is like, I've been feeling some type of way this past week. Mind you, the week he's talking about is the week that I was fasting. So he's like, I've been feeling some type of way this past week, and I just feel like we shouldn't talk, that the timing is off. All these things that God was telling me that I was ignoring because I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. So when I tell you, that was literally God. It's almost like at that prayer revival when I surrendered all, he was like, okay, I'm going to have to step in and do this for you because your behind ain't going to do it. So I'm going to have to do it for you. At the end of this fast, it's over. So with that experience, I was able to glean emotion and get emotion for making the songs for the project. I'm telling you, when that whole thing ended, a lot of doors started opening for me musically. So now I had 2 experiences with relationships that I could glean emotion for the project, and everything was happening according to God's will, not my will. And that's what makes me most happy.